I'll go down hard though. I'll fight it right to the bitter end.
Yeah, but I don't think you're going to go down at all at the end of the day.
Well, we'll see. We're 3 weeks from trial.
Yeah, but
I mean, I may have to appeal to the big man because it's the District of Columbia. We surveyed 120 jurors. 90 of them know who I am and they hate my guts. Voluntarily.
I don't think the big guy can let you go down for this. This is so.
So in that audio picked up on a hot mic, you hear Roger Stone, Matt Gaetz, and references to the big guy and the boss. That's them talking about Trump. And might I add, God, this is how they talk to each other about this guy when they think they're alone. I assumed a lot of their supposed love and admiration for Donald Trump was like feigned for the crowd. They actually seem to look up to him, and that is a massive indictment of their character and personality. But anyway, it is substantive because what you're hearing right there is a bit of a 25-minute recording. See, Roger Stone was wearing a lapel mic for a Danish film crew, and at some point, I guess he forgot that he was wearing audio recording equipment. But anyway, Stone was he was on trial at that point. We're gonna get into some of those details. And there you have Matt Gaetz, another close associate of Trump, seeming to assure him that maybe the big guy, maybe the boss will get involved if you don't flip. And Roger Stone is reassuring Matt Gaetz that he would never flip. Because, and I can't stress this enough, he is implying that there is things he could reveal. There is truth that could be revealed, but he will deny that to the criminal justice system out of loyalty to Trump. And we're all just supposed to accept that all of this is fine. The fact that Roger Stone is obviously and explicitly concealing information about that which he was on trial for. And Matt Gaetz feels like personal loyalty to Trump and not revealing the truth in exchange for, well, as we'll get to, very valuable favors from Donald Trump is perfectly acceptable. So it's been a couple of years. Let me catch you up on what he was on trial for. Stone's known Trump for literally decades at this point. He was charged by the Mueller investigation with lying to Congress about his communications with Trump's campaign regarding the WikiLeaks release of emails about Hillary Clinton. If you recall, those began like an hour after the infamous Billy Bush tape came out. Total coincidence and all that. Stone was eventually convicted, as they predicted in that hot mic audio, on 7 felony counts, sentenced to 40 months in prison. But Trump commuted his prison sentence and eventually pardoned him. So he made clear in public that he didn't want Stone to reveal things. Stone assured Trump associates in private that he wouldn't, in exchange for, well, we're not making it explicit. And then he was pardoned. He's out. He doesn't have to serve that time for it. All of this is now even more explicit out in the open than it was before. And we're just cruising on, and I guess this will be in the news for another day or so, and then that'll be that. What do you think?
Yeah, we have been ruled by Batman villains for 4 years. Like that's the kind of conversation. Hey, the Penguin would always let you off, boss. It's like we're getting together and you've got like Joker's over there and Mr. Freeze and whomever else, and don't at me with what I'm getting wrong, but like
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy's there, but Stone is Bannon-esque in that he wants to be a martyr. He's got a tattoo of Nixon on his back, dude. He can't wait to get a tattoo of Trump on his you-know-where. So like he is just excited to go to prison for this guy, right? Like I think he'd be fine with it. But he was, in fact, one of the few back channels between the Trump campaign and, yes, WikiLeaks and potentially Russian hackers, right? Like this is all stuff that, of course, the dear Robert Mueller could not charge a sitting president with, but everything was there. Oh my God. So it just makes sense, of course, and yeah, I think we're supposed to ignore it. But man, if you're building a case against Matt Gaetz, this does not look good for you. If you're building a case against, Roger Stone's gravy, right? Giuliani, not so much. He didn't get that pardon. Gaetz and his homie Joel, I can't remember. When pedophile, I don't remember the last name of pedophiles. It's like this weird thing.
Greenberg.
But yes, thank you. So yeah, I don't think it looks good for Matt Gaetz, but it's just so funny. I think you're right. Like imagining like you get into the mob room, you get into that big level meeting, and Trump's the boss, and he's like, "There's not enough ketchup here, where's my like?" How do you have respect? Like at least Tony Soprano was an SOB, but like, he commanded some respect.
Exactly, he had some endearing qualities. This is one of the, we should have like a long list of the things where it's like, as a regular person, you look at it and you say, really? They can just do this. Okay, we're moving on. We'd never get away with any of this. Like, can you imagine if you or I did this? But for them, not so much. And that would be bad enough. If the Republican Party, if the right largely, would just be honest about what they actually want, what they actually oppose, what they actually support. They like this, they love this. They want people like your Matt Gaetz's, your Roger Stones, your Tucker Carlson's, all that, being able to get away with literally anything they want because they're rich and powerful and influential. And so the rules shouldn't apply to them. That's what they actually believe. But it's salt in the wound when they keep pretending that they're against the swamp or the establishment or whatever. How do you get more establishment than literally laws do not apply to you because you're rich and because you know the president? You can literally, like on tape, say you're gonna lie, and you get a pardon. You wouldn't be able to. And I'm not even talking to like members of the Dragon Squad. If you're a conservative, you're watching this, you would be in prison, but they won't because they're a band of brothers of corruption and they will defend each other. And that's what they did. Gaetz, by the way, is a member of the House Judiciary Committee. He's gonna be on the Judiciary Committee after this tape, revealing clearly what he thinks about the criminal justice system and your obligations to be a part of it. Anyway, by the way, at that point, when he was doing this, talking with Stone, so Stone's got his own concerns at that point. He's on trial, but understand the context. They were investigating whether Trump might have obstructed justice. This is the most obvious obstruct, like not just Trump, now add Gaetz to it. They both did. What is witness tampering?
Yeah.
If it's not these sorts of conversations, assuring people that they will not have to spend time in jail if they go along with what the big boss, the big man says. Anyway, Gaetz says he wasn't speaking on Trump's behalf there. Okay, it's convenient. Stone won't even respond to it. He'll like criticize the media, but he won't respond to the actual what he said there. And the thing is, honestly, why would they? Why would they? They literally can just move on. Tomorrow, the next day, there was barely any conversation about this over the weekend after this story broke. You think in a week it's gonna be a thing? We throw it out there as a like what, but surely this will get through to people. It's witness tampering caught on tape, but it's almost certainly not going to.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. What's the best part about this is that Matt Gaetz didn't get a pardon and Roger Stone did. So let's just like, that's funny.
That's true, that is funny.
And Matt Gaetz is on tape going like, oh, you'll totally get one. The big man, he's got you. He doesn't got you, bro. But you're exactly right. This is a sitting congressperson. Like, this man should not be allowed to run again. He should be nowhere near political office. And like the fact that we don't have any checks and balances, that it is completely okay to treat the White House like a mob family, like a crime family. And if you're a sitting congressperson, you're either in or you're out, is absolutely insane. And if one tape of something similar leaked, if Pelosi's back there going like, I'll give you all the ice cream you want, and like talking to Michelle Obama or something like this, like it would be over. It'd be curtains for the entire thing. But no, these guys are allowed. And that's the thing. It's not only like hypothetical, oh, they throw you under the bus. Look at January 6th, look at all the low level fools who have been caught up in this. And yes, they broke the law, but like, are we gonna see the mid-level fools? Are we gonna see the dark money organizations and the heads of those? Are we gonna see the Congress people who aided and abetted the Stop the Steal rally and the violence that ensued?
Yeah,
we shall see.
Not so much. I love it. Like the corruption is even lame on the Democratic side with Nancy Pelosi. Like, choose your path carefully. You can take the high road or you can take the rocky road. Anyway, no, like imagine if it was Hunter Biden caught on a hot mic. Like, just hide our secrets about the secret economic deals in Ukraine, and the big glasses guy will take care. Can you imagine? But again, it can't really even be hypocrisy when they don't even claim to have actual principles.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.